Well, hello, nurses of South Carolina.
Hello.
So excited to see you all again. I am TK Curtis-Pugh, Executive Director of South Carolina Nurses Association, and I'm so excited to have our first Sweet Tea and Stethoscopes with our president, Dr. Jada Quinn.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jada Quinn, President of the South Carolina Nurses Association.
We are really excited to spend some time with you all and come back with another episode of Sweet Tea and Stethoscopes. We are at Beezer's Gourmet Sandwich Shop in Columbia, right down from the State House. We just spent the last maybe 3 or 4 hours at the State House with a workplace violence bill, which was Senate Bill 346, to put protections in place for you, so that you don't go to work and get beat up, right? So that you don't go to work and people do things to you that are inappropriate. And I can say we had probably, what would you say, how many people we had there today? At least 30, 40 nurses easily, if not more there. And then there were EMS folks there. There were folks from paramedics were there. We had some other law enforcement there. There were just people there looking out for the healthcare workers in our state, and I just thought that was so awesome. Any thoughts you had on the day and what you experienced today, Dr. Quinn?
I enjoyed seeing representation from several facilities throughout the state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had Prisma represented. There was Lexington, McLeod was there. We had folks from the University of South Carolina School of Nursing. There were so many different people there, and of course we know that everybody can't show up to these Senate hearings. I mean, the room was packed. There was no more room in there. But to see that difference in representation was really cool.
Absolutely.
And it's really important that you all know that our job is to work for you. Our job is to make sure that we protect the word nurse, that we protect what we do as nurses, and that we protect our profession. So we show up on behalf of every nurse in this state, and that's why it's so important for you to be engaged in the South Carolina Nurses Association. So, yeah. So, Dr. Quinn, what we got going on? Let's talk about it. We got a lot of stuff happening, y'all.
A lot of fun things coming up. May brings Nurses Week. I was going to say Nurses Month, because we've been celebrating Nurses Month. But May brings Nurses Week, starting May 6th through May 12th. And we do have a lot of fun things that are coming up.
I'm excited. First and foremost, we are lighting up the sky.
Yes.
Lighting up the sky in South Carolina.
We're going red.
We are going red for nurses all over the state. We have partners all over the state, hospitals, hotels. We're working on a few others all around the state that are going to light up the sky for nurses. How amazing will it be for you to ride by and see that building lit up in red and you know it's for you? So we're excited to have that happening May 6th through the 12th for Nurses Week. Some buildings will do one day, some will do every day. Some of the big hospital systems have agreed to do all of their hospitals, which is huge, and we are so excited about it. So that's going to be a good time just to celebrate what we do and the profession of nursing. And we have a couple other things coming up during that week. We have on May 6th.
Yes.
What's that on May 6th?
On May 6th, we have our APRN webinar.
So APRNs, we have a full practice authority bill that we are working on.
Yes.
We need you to know everything there is to know about this bill.
Be there.
Be on the webinar. Go on to the website, www.scnurses.org, and register for the webinar. We're going to have some amazing speakers to talk about where the bill is, how it's progressing, and then also what you can do as an individual nurse and what your organizations can do to push this legislation forward. We got to get this done. There's no reason that people in South Carolina should be struggling to find primary care providers. There's no reason that we should have hospitals that don't have enough nurse practitioners. And most importantly, there's no reason that a nurse practitioner should be paying somebody to oversee what they're doing when we know that these individuals are working autonomously. So super important. So May 6th, I believe it's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., but go on the website, get involved, make sure you're there, APRNs. And then on May 8th, for everybody, RNs and APRNs, we have a dinner that's going to be hosted by Johnson & Johnson. all about cardiology. So if you're a cards RN, if you're a cards LPN, if you're a cards APRN, or if you just want to know more about cardiology, because
right.
that wasn't my
everywhere.
strong suit in school, I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth.
All of your patients have hearts. So
Right.
everyone's welcome.
Every patient has a heart, so you're definitely welcome to join us. You can sign up on our website for that as well, www.scnurses.org. So make sure you join us for that. In addition to that, we're planning some other things for Nurses Week, some opportunities for you to know what your member benefits are. So we'll be sharing a lot about the member benefits that you have as being a member of SCNA, and then also if you're not a member, why you should join, because then there's member benefits for you as well. So it's gonna be a great week in May. Y'all know we ended on Flo's birthday, so we'll wrap it up on May 12th, and then right after that we keep going. We just keep going. So what do we have next, Dr. Quinn?
We have our 5K run, the SCNF, SCNA, which is South Carolina Nurses Foundation, and South Carolina Nurses Association 5K walk run. Or cheer them on, because if you don't want to walk and you don't want to run, you can definitely come out and cheer the others on. And the funds from that, anything that is made in excess, goes out to our SCNF to help cover scholarships.
Yeah, it's important that we make sure that we continue to invest in the next crop of nurses, and one of the ways we do that is to make sure that we have our hand in supporting the South Carolina Nurses Foundation. So please come out. That is February, I'm sorry, wrong month, goodness, May.
May, pretty good. I'm joining you.
May
24th.
24th, May 24th, May 24th. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't put it in February. She got it in April, but we promise it's in May. It's in May, May 24th. It'll be in the Forest Acres area of Columbia, but you can go onto our website. I'm going to keep saying it, www.scnurses.org, and you can register for the 5K, or you can go to the Strictly Running website. And I can't tell you what their website is, but type in Strictly Running and you should be able to find it, and you can join there. And this is not just for nurses.
Yes.
So if you are a person who loves to run, if you are an athlete, if you are a 5K'er,
if you have a run group, bring your group.
Bring your group.
Invite
That's great.
your friends, your family.
Come run, walk with us.
Yes.
Come
or
run,
cheer.
Run, walk, or cheer.
Or cheer.
Run, walk, or cheer. But come on and come hang out with us. And then we also in May have another event. Y'all know we are working for you. May 16th, I'm sorry, May 16th. And we have our Psych Mental Health Symposium. Y'all, this is our 5th year, I believe, doing the Psych Mental Health Symposium, and I'll tell you, it gets better and better every year.
Every time.
We have great speakers. We have some speakers that are coming in to talk about AI in psychiatry. We have some, of course, a med update, because everybody got to get a med update. But there's going to be a lot of things that we did last year. I know we had a great talk on postpartum mental health, which was really, really interesting. So just make sure you come out. If you're a psych nurse, if you're a psych mental health student, if you're interested in behavioral health, and I don't care where you work in nursing, behavioral health is your jam. If you're a nurse, it's your jam, because it's what we do. But we'll have that going on as well. And of course, we have a whole bunch of other stuff going on, but the most biggest, exciting, important, rabble-rousing, all the things coming up is in October. And I'm going to let Dr. Quinn talk about this, because this is her passion project. This is her baby. So what do we got, Dr. Quinn?
In October, in Hilton Head, South Carolina, and we know you don't want to miss Hilton Head, is our annual conference.
I'm a little amped.
Yes.
It's at the Sonesta Resort and Spa. If y'all never been to the Sonesta, it's right on the beach.
It's amazing.
It's
beautiful.
So pretty. It's so pretty. Bring your family.
It's my favorite property in Hilton Head.
Is it?
Yes.
It's a really nice, it's just a really nice property.
Nice.
It really is. They have, they're doing a renovation right now, so they're undergoing renovation. So by the time we get there, everything's going to be like brand new. And I'll tell you, I was there recently for another conference, and it was beautiful then. So I can't imagine what it's going to look like in a few weeks, few months. So yeah, come on out. Go ahead and register now for the convention Early bird registration is available right now.
Reserve your room rates.
Get your room rates
early bird
in.
room rates you don't want to miss.
And we worked hard to get y'all a good room rate. So
Yes.
show up. Show up and show out. We're going to have more than 30 different exhibitors there. We'll have vendors, so you can be able to get some information, and you can do a little shopping while you're there too. So we'll make sure that's available to you as well. We are
And there's so many topics. So many topic areas are being
Good
covered.
stuff.
We've got acute care nursing, advanced practice nursing, psych mental health, women and children's topics, education topics. This
Everything.
conference is for everyone.
Everything for everybody. Show up.
Be there.
Show up. Come on. We can't wait to see you. I think it's going to be so exciting.
And we'll also have our second annual gala.
It's so much fun.
It's a lot of fun. If you missed it last year, you really missed a treat.
We had a
because
good
it's
time.
a lot of fun. And our themes are surrounding innovation. So there will be a lot of innovative topics and things that are going on at the conference and at the gala. It's not your traditional gala. It's definitely one that you don't want to miss.
We call it an ungala.
Yes.
Because you can wear your comfy shoes. We wear our cute little dresses or our gowns if you want to, but we wear comfy shoes because we're nurses and we like to make sure our feet feel
That's
good,
right.
right? But beyond that, we have amazing recognition during that time, and I definitely want to take a second and talk a little bit about the recognition that we have. So first and foremost, we have the Daisy Award. For those of you who don't know, South Carolina Nurses Association has partnered with the Daisy Foundation for Extraordinary Nurses, and we get an opportunity to recognize nurses all over the state. So if your hospital or your facility or your job doesn't have a Daisy program, guess what? You can be recognized through the South Carolina Nurses Association, which I think is super huge. But just so you don't feel deterred, if your hospital does have a Daisy partnership and you are nominated, we will partner with your hospital to make sure your nomination goes through your organization. So this is an opportunity for everybody. Every nurse, no matter the setting, whether you work in acute care, a doctor's office, the prison correctional system, if you work in mental health, if you work for education, if you are a student nurse,
Yes.
there
students.
is a Daisy Award for you. So we're excited about that. And then we have two other awards that we're going to be sharing during that time. And one of them is the Judith C. Thompson Award. You want to talk a little bit about that one?
Sure. The Judith C. Thompson Award is named for our former executive director, who was not a nurse but dedicated over 40 years?
Almost 40 years.
To our organization, and has also helped move nursing professionally to new heights in South Carolina in collaboration with nurse leaders. And so the Judith C. Thompson Award is an award that we give to honor an individual or group who has supported nurses who are not nurses.
I think
And it's our way of saying thank you
Yeah.
to those who have taken time to give back to us, even though they're not a part of our profession. So we will be accepting nominations. Please be on the lookout. Go to our website. Nominate that individual or group that you know is a strong supporter of nursing, but they may not be a nurse.
Yeah, it's open. They're open right now. And you took the words out of my mouth. I was just thinking, it's an opportunity to really celebrate. I call them nurse accomplices. It's those people who get in the trenches with us,
Right.
who have shown up for our profession. I will tell you the last two, we just started this 2 years ago, and our first one was the Brittany Starks Oswell Foundation, and they started a nursing scholarship for nursing students in honor of their daughter. Her name was Brittany, and she passed away, but she was an LPN working to become an RN, and they really wanted to celebrate nurses. As a matter of fact, their foundation's gala is this coming Saturday. If you're looking for it, go check out the Brit Event Center, and I think they'll have information there. And then last year, we were able to award our Rosie.
Rosie.
Our
yes.
Rosie. Rosie is the executive assistant of the association, but she's the glue.
Phenomenal.
Rosie is the glue. She keeps us together. She makes sure that we get all our stuff done. I know that day in and day out working with her is an honor and a privilege. And she says oftentimes, I'm not a nurse, I just play one on TV. She is as close to being a nurse as you can be without going to nursing school. She gets it, she understands it, and she advocates for us.
Absolutely.
So love that.
Works
Love
in
that.
it every day.
Every day.
Every day.
She's committed to the work. And then we have one other award, and I'm excited about this one as well. We are bringing back the Dr. Stephanie Burgess Advocacy Award. How many nurses do you know who are out there pounding the pavement, who are showing up and working on behalf of nurses in the legislative space? Many of y'all don't know, but there are people who are doing this day in and day out. And the reason that a lot of things don't come down to us that could be detrimental to our profession is because there are nurses who are showing up, who are doing the work of advocacy. And I'll tell you, I'm a bit of an advocacy nerd. My first degree is in political science, so I like it a lot. It's not everybody's cup of tea, and I get that. But for those nurses who are out there doing it day in and day out, and we have some heavy hitters that are doing it, we want to recognize them.
Absolutely.
I think it's important, super important. So yeah, come to the gala.
Come.
Enjoy some good
Enjoy,
music.
have fun.
Dance.
Support nursing.
Support nurses.
Yes.
Wear your good shoes. And let's celebrate. Let's celebrate all that we do. Yep. So we got a lot going on, y'all. We got a lot going on. We're excited about what's happening. And most importantly, I don't want to stop any conversation without saying how much we work for you, how much we want to support you, and how much we need your voices in the room.
Absolutely.
I know, Dr. Quinn, you talk about it a lot, about, really owning your profession and how being a part of this association is so important. You want to share just a little bit about why you've been a member for as long as you have been and what makes it so important to you?
Absolutely. Membership is so important, and it's a small price to pay for the value that you get. So often people say, well, what do I get out of it? Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I learned when I joined this association and decided to be a dedicated member, who was also an active member, who didn't allow my membership to lapse, mm-hmm. because there was a time that I did, mm-hmm. Allow, it lapsed, I'll get to it.
Right.
But I realized how important it was, because I realized that this organization, while we're sleeping, while we're working, while we're taking care of patients, doing things that we love every day, this organization is supporting us from the advocacy level. If there's a bill that says nurse, or anything that will impact our practice, whether it be positive or could impede our practice, this organization is monitoring that. And it's because of the work that we do that nurses are able to work every day, to continue to work their jobs. I recall when I entered into this space and decided to be a dedicated activist as a part of this space, there was a bill on the table that would have removed nurses from a certain workspace. Mm-hmm. And it had never occurred to me prior to that point that someone could just sign a bill and nurses in our state, and at that point in time it would have been something that would have impacted our state and our state only. Mm-hmm. There would have been no more nurses that worked in this space in our state. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't the space that I worked in, but I thought if they can do this in this space,
right,
then they can come and do it in my space.
Correct.
So it's also important not only to advocate for the areas where we work, mm-hmm. and for the populations with whom we work, but to support nursing in general. Mm-hmm. Because we know that if something happens in this space or something impacts psych mental health nurses, what's to say that something else or that same thing would also impact ICU nurses?
Correct.
Or emergency nurses?
Correct.
So it's really important to join. And initially, and I mention this because some people think I don't have time to be involved. Initially, I didn't have time to be involved. Mm-hmm. I was in graduate school. I was raising a family. I was active in other areas of my life. But I recognized that by just paying our dues, which right now is what, $15 a month? $15.50 a month. Just by doing that, I was contributing. Mm-hmm. Just by answering a survey every once in a while that mm-hmm. came out that said, how do you feel in your workplace?
Right.
I was giving information and arming our association with the background and the information and knowledge that they needed to protect our practice. Mm-hmm. So if you want to go to work every day, We're the ones who are looking out to make sure that in this state that happens, and that we can do so in safe work environments.
100%. 100%. And you hit the nail on the head. It may not be you today, but it could be you tomorrow.
Right.
It could be something that really impacts us tomorrow. And we get so laser focused on what we're doing in the areas in which we're working that we don't realize how all these other things could touch us. So that's a perfect point. I love that. But most importantly, like Dr. Quinn said, get involved.
Yes.
Get involved, whether it's financially to start, and then when you find your way and you find that time in your life where you're able to do that, then get involved and get engaged. It doesn't take a whole lot of your time, but we're here for you. We work for you. We work with you because we're nurses ourselves. And then in addition to our advocacy efforts, we also are professional development arm. We're a networking arm. We're the arm that is creating kind of these fun spaces for us to do things like 5Ks and all of that. We are really looking at the holistic nurse and how do we show up for you as a nurse and support the work that you're doing. And I'm going to tell you, we as nurses have a really bad habit of talking to each other about what's wrong and what's not working.
Right.
And then wondering why it didn't get fixed. We're here to work for you. So challenge us, tell us what we need to do, tell us what you want from us, and we'll get it done. We'll get it done. We'll figure it out one way or the other. We are a mighty office of 2 staff and about 20 volunteers.
Yes.
That are all working and have their own careers
Absolutely.
and families and everything else, but they keep showing up. And because of this mighty team, we're able to elevate nursing in South Carolina. So with that, we thank you for your time while we're here for another episode of Sweet Tea and Stethoscopes. And like we said, we're right here down from the State House because we just worked on Senate Bill 346, which is a workplace violence prevention bill, along with the South Carolina Hospital Association, South Carolina EMS Association, and so many other groups, hospitals, organizations, all showed up today. And that is what we do. When we come together and they see us come together collectively, nothing that we can't do. So it did pass committee today. It's going to go to the full Senate really soon. There's a companion bill in the House. So we hope that this will get done soon. We hope our FPA bill will get done soon. And we hope that what you need from us gets done soon. Whatever you need from us, keep us focused, keep us challenged, and make us better in this state. We want South Carolina to be the premier place that people want to work and nurses want to be. So that's all I got.
When it comes to workplace violence, I just definitely want to add that it is not your job and it is not your fault. So if you experience workplace violence, please report.
100%.
Report. Learning more about what's happening to our colleagues is how we make the needle move.
Right. 100%.
So definitely report, get assistance, get help. Use your resources in your workplaces. Use your resources in your network and your community.
And if your resources in your workplaces don't work, call us.
Call us.
Call us. That's what we're here for. www.scnurses.org. Call the office 803-252-4781. Do whatever you need to do. Reach out to us on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on all the things. But we're here for you. We are here to work for you. A lot of good CE stuff coming up soon so you can get some continuing ed. A lot of opportunities to network and engage. A lot of opportunities to have some fun.
Yes.
And a lot of opportunities to get involved in advocacy. So with that, we hope you have enjoyed this episode of Sweet Tea and Stethoscopes. We'll be back to see you all soon and can't wait to get you involved and engaged in the work.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.